Hello everyone and thanks for clicking on this video. Today we will talk about Levan Saginashvili versus Devon Larratt. Could it have been any different if Devon was completely fresh? Is Levan still the number one in the world even on the left arm, even without training it? And after that, is Travis the Beast Bagent going to make a comeback? Can he be top 10 in the world? Well, of course, he will never be the number one in the world like he used to be, but can he crack the top 10? So let's start with the first one. By now, all of us have seen Levan Saginashvili, Devon Larratt, Artem Ternenko, Sarah Backman, Paul Lynn, Arm Wrestling Whisperer, and many others getting their stem cell treatment. So it's like a huge gathering arranged and organized by Vitacell Biologics. I hope all of them get healed up, and I hope I see more competition. We all see more competition from all of these awesome arm wrestlers. So Devon and Levan practice pulled, and before that, Devon pulled for about 7 or 8 pulls for 10-12 minutes with Artem Ternenko, Sarah Backman, and one other arm wrestler. So some people are saying that Devon was exhausted, which is not true. Some are saying that Devon was completely fresh because he basically pulled Artem and Sarah Backman. I don't think any of these statements are true. Of course, Devon has great endurance, so he must have had at least about 95% left, maybe 90% left when he arm wrestled Levan. But he was not completely fresh because when he was holding the camera seconds before the Levan Saginashvili pull, we can hear him breathing heavily. So he was tired. And once they arm wrestled, to be honest, I was surprised by Levan Saginashvili's power because it was not a ready go. Levan himself asked it to be a slow pull. So Devon was initiating first, and we can see that Devon's body was dropping, but the arms and the hands stayed where Levan wanted them to stay. Devon's arm was opening. So that shows Levan's static strength as well. In a ready-go situation, I think it would have been more easier for Levan because he's more explosive than Devon. And holding Devon right in the center is a thing that very few people in this world can do, even on the left arm. On the right, maybe no one in this world. And when Levan was holding Devon in this position for about 10-15 seconds, I think it was a necessity. Levan was not trying to show any kind of dominance there. If he went sideways early, he would have lost his wrist. He still lost it. We can see that clearly in Artem Ternenko's video. But he still gained those pins. If he went early, I think he would have been in big trouble. And that pull reminded me of their 2022 June 25th super match, where after the first pull, Devon told Levan that it is over. He basically poked him in his chest. Even in this pull, during the pull this time, Devon said that it is over, Levan. But unfortunately for Devon, his assumption, his calculation in both of those matches was incorrect. And Levan proved to be way too much. And that's a scary thing. Devon knows that he is in the match and yet he isn't. Levan is that powerful. So is Levan still the number one arm wrestler in the world? Well, I'll say it will be a difficult match against Vitaly. If that match happens today, I think Vitaly wins this. But unlike the right arm, there are some hookers in the left arm top 10 rankings. Alijan Muratov, Artem Morozov, and David Dadikian. So these guys cannot hook Levan. Like, how do you hook that kind of pronation and back pressure? I think it's impossible. So they cannot beat Levan for sure. Then we have Vitaly Lalitin. I think he beats Levan right now, but with a couple of months training, I think Levan cracks Vitaly once again. But his wrist is injured, so he may not be as serious about recovering his left as he's about recovering his right, because that's the money arm. But I hope he gets those stem cell treatments in both of his wrists. And the second guy is Alex Cordecha. Maybe Alex can do something to Levan, but Levan will be the favorite. Although I do believe that Alex can pin Devon easier and faster than Levan on the left. But Levan's arm power will be too much and Alex Cordecha's arm will start opening up. He may not have the finishing power to beat Levan. Let's read some of the comments around this. Props to Levan for not ducking this pull. Devon was himself saying that he's not going to pull me. He's not going to pull me. But Levan did. It was a little bit too late, I would say. We would have loved to see them go against each other fresh for fresh. But as I said, I think the result would have been same. Then yesterday challenges Devon to left hand duel to defend the legacy hammer. Today starts preparing pulling Levan. good training session, Denis Siplenkov may be in trouble if he accepts that match. He's already in trouble on the right arm, I think. Devon was repeatedly getting flashed by Kordecha on the left, so this result is not surprising. Yeah, Alex Kordecha is a beast. His left arm is no joke. We all are waiting for him to return. Now let's talk about the second news. We have Travis the Beast Bagent. Is he going to make a comeback? I think he is. And not many arm wrestlers are interested in Travis Bagent's arm wrestling today, because I've seen whenever he pulls, it doesn't really get that many views. But Travis used to be the man back in the day. He was really strong. He got me excited about arm wrestling. I used to watch his highlights from Game of Arms, and that was an exceptional arm wrestler. Exceptional arm wrestler. Can he be back to that shape once again? I don't think so. Is he motivated? Yeah, it looks like, because he's training in all of those practice, on of those podcasts with Artem Ternenko. And recently he had a match practice match, single ready go, with Pavlo Derbedyanev. And Travis actually pulled off a win in that practice pull. It was a ready go situation, and Travis was saying for at least 3-4 weeks that he's going to beat Pavlo up in that practice. So that practice pull was scheduled in advance, so Pavlo knew what Travis is coming there for. But still, to me, it looked like he didn't even try that hard. Of course, Travis can be faster off the radio, but Pavlo just tried to hold him there, which he cannot do. His wrist went back, and then Travis was trash talking even during the match as well. So he's gaining some confidence. You can see he has some muscles, looking like muscle striations going on in his right arm, left arm. So looks like he's been training, looks like he's more serious. Of course, we would like to see him return to the top level. Losing to Brandon Alcesser and now pinning Pavlo once. If that match happens today, I think Pavlo beats him. Maybe Travis gets one pin, but still, Travis can make it look interesting for at least a while. Pavlo beat Ryan SP recently, so he's no joke. So Travis is getting good, but is he going to be that motivated that we are going to see him at East versus West or King of the Table? As of now, it seems difficult.